The chase was the first great craze of moviegoers. In the first decade of the century, there was scores, indeed hundreds, of movie chases. The Pumpkin Race, made in 1907, is one of the classics. So the acrobats and clowns and trick cyclists and anyone else who could perform or tumble or raise a laugh were recruited to the French film studios in the years around 1910. That year, Louis Feuillade, a director for the Gaumont Studios, spotted an irrepressible little comedian of 3.5 years old and launched him under the name of Bébé in a series of comedy films. With his sailor suit, his affected mama, and devoted nanny, Bébé is the typical child of the French bourgeois family of the pre-1914 era. Except that when you look closely, you see that his mama and his nanny are played by men, clowns thinly disguised. Bébé's supporting cast are mostly clowns and acrobats. And clowns and acrobats were the favorite artists of Feuillade's fellow director at the Gaumont Studios, Jean Durand. This is his first star, Calino, in 1908 as a station master packing a railway carriage. Jean Durand rejoiced in extravagance. No incongruity was too wild for him. In his films, chickens and cows invade railway carriages and the horses travel first class. Durand's most popular character was Onésime, known in Britain as Simple Simon. Onésime films began in 1910 and exploit the richest vein of comedy, toppling dignity. Onésime blunders with his insuperable, incurable idiocy into the elegant drawing rooms and boudoirs of the bourgeois society of those self-contented days before 2 world wars had turned society upside down. In Onésime's mother-in-law, a trifling incident with a vase leads to an avalanche of disasters, which incidentally brings mother-in-law face to face with her secret lover. In Jean Durand's world, people were not the real ladies and gentlemen they seemed, but just reckless troops of acrobats. Durand called his troupe les Puiques. Les Puiques were certainly influenced by Les Pieds Nickelés, a comic strip that was the rage of Paris at this time. His 3 disreputable heroes also lived in a world of violent hilarity. It was a world where there was a whole unsuspecting bourgeoisie just waiting to have its pomp and dignity deflated by his troupe of acrobats, Les Puiques. In another of Durand's films, How to Fake a Rembrandt, one of these gullible bourgeois is easy game for a man in a cafe who wants to sell a Rembrandt with its paint still wet.